What's up with the world? It's your boy Sleepy J. You're tuned into Wise Words Wednesdays on Sleep Vision. I appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe, share my videos if you like what I'm doing. I'm just gonna get right into this. I had a friend text me. She was like, "You should talk about staying motivated after the initial excitement has worn off." So, with that being said, let's just get into that idea. Have you ever had a goal or started something and you're like, yeah, man, I'm really excited to do this, and then comes in the work or something, a setback or whatever the case may be, and then you're just like, how bad do I really want it? Or it's just so hard. I don't have that motivation to get through it. And here's how I'm going to help you find your motivation. Before you do it, or when that time comes, this is what you need to do. You need to ask yourself, why is that important? Why do you need it? So, when you ask yourself why do you want it? Why do you need it? Is it for your family? Is it to prove you're the best? Is it to show the world you're the best? Or whatever the case may be, you have to ask yourself first, why do you want it? Why is it so important? When you know that why, it's so much easier to pick yourself up no matter how hard it gets, no matter how many blood, sweat, tears, cries, all that stuff that makes you think like, man, I just can't handle it anymore. I can't do it anymore. When you know your why, so much easier to pick yourself back up and keep going. So if you don't have something that's stronger, bigger, pushing you and motivating you, like I said, for a lot of people, it has to be your family, it has to be your friends, it has to be your fans, it has to be someone that supported you when you were young, and or just to prove everyone that said you couldn't do it, or maybe you want to make someone happy. When those are the reasons why you're doing something, those are the reasons why you keep going. When you're in the fourth quarter and you dig deep and you pull out the whole team and you help them win. Or whenever you're in the ring and you're knocked down and you're on that 8 count and you get back up and you keep fighting. Whenever you prove to the world that you are the best because you said you were. Or like, even if it's in high school or middle school or college or whatever, when you know no one else in your family has ever done it and you want to be the first, and you're like, man, it's so hard to pass this class, but you want to be that first person to do it, that right there, that is your motivation, that is your why. It's not always going to be easy. You have to know that in any goal that you set, some goals come easier than others, but everything does not come easy, and you have to have a bigger why for what you're doing to continue on. When you're a baby, you didn't know how to walk, you didn't know how to crawl, you didn't know how to balance yourself, none of that. All that took time, all that took, you didn't think of it as hard work because you were a baby, but it took a lot of work to learn how to hold yourself up before you were able to walk, before you were able to run, before you were able to crawl. I mean, everything was in small baby steps and small steps in general. So you have to take that to consideration. You set a goal up here, well, set a whole bunch of small goals so that way you can achieve them, and that way you don't get so deterred because, like, oh man, I didn't get there. Even if you're talking about a weight loss goal, a lot of people start these weight loss goals and be like, man, I'm so motivated to do it, and then they don't see the results. Well, maybe you didn't lose 100 pounds or 50 pounds or 10 pounds that you wanted to lose, but maybe now you can run a mile. That's an accomplishment. Look at that as like, yeah, man, I couldn't run a mile when I first started, or you can run a lap now, or you can, quarter mile. I mean, those are all accomplishments that should help motivate you to want to see more. Like, oh man, 2 weeks ago I couldn't run a quarter mile, but now I can run a quarter mile, and next week or in 2 more weeks I want to be able to run a half a mile. You build yourself up. Stop focusing on, oh, I didn't get it, or it's not happening fast enough. Focus on the things that you are accomplishing, the things that are getting better, the things that are helping you get to your goal. When you focus on those also make it easier. So your motivation should be, what is your end result? Why do you want it? Why do you need it? And when you know that, and when you know all the small things that you're doing to help you get to that end point, that makes it a lot easier because then you can track your progress and know what you're doing. So I hope that helped you. It's Wednesday, so you got to make it through the end of the week. So, think of it like that. One day at a time, one step at a time, one minute, however you got to measure it, so that way like, if I can make it through one more minute, then you can make it to the second minute and the third minute or whatever. That's how That's how you keep motivated, how you keep going. Guys, I like doing this. I want to help people. I want to know that when I do these Wise Words Wednesdays, that someone is touched by it. So please comment. Tell me something you want to hear me talk about, and I will do my best to answer them or shed some light to them whenever you don't have that motivation or you don't know where to go. So please comment, text, tweet, Facebook me, however you know how to get in contact with me, and there's something that you need to hear. I'll do my best to answer it and shed some light to it. Salute. Wise Words Wednesdays. Check me out on Spitiverse Mondays. If you don't do that already, please, again, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time.